Hi guys, it's X. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about New Year's resolutions, goals, and intentions for 2022. All these ideas that I have are not new. They are things that I have filmed in the past. And one thing that I always did on my YouTube was every year come up with some fun idea for the new year. I did actually set a New Year's resolution and actually do it and complete it, and I can't even remember what it was. So does that actually count? Probably not. But if you guys want to see my thoughts and ideas, just keep on watching. But before you swipe me away or click me out of this video, please like, comment, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you. For 2022, I really want to focus on positivity and just having the most positive mindset. And the reason is because in 2021, around May, I felt like I was losing it with COVID. I took a month off social media and it really hurt my relationships, my goals for my YouTube channel, which isn't such a big deal, but I will explain in a second. And my mental health, it just brought me down. I gained so much weight, and I just felt like that after getting help and resetting my mind, that was something that I definitely wanted to focus on this year. And the reason why is because COVID is not gone. It's obviously still here, still very real, but my mindset towards life and things in general have just changed. So I want to talk about things for this new year that will help me keep in a positive mindset and hopefully help you. So the first thing is a happy jar. I had this really pretty jar that I actually made. My aunt sent this to me, I think last year for, I don't know if it was Valentine's Day, Christmas, or something, but I'm actually going to use this as my happy jar for this year. And what you do is basically throughout the year, anytime something sweet happens to you, like as little as one time I was driving home and I was going to a gas station and I really wanted chips because I really had a bad day at work, and the guy in front of me bought my chips, and I was in such a fragile state of mind at this point, and I just started bawling in my car because it was like the littlest gesture that just made my entire day. And it was something that I definitely at the end of the year want to remember. So what you do is you either get a post-it, sticky note, something, and every time something positive happens to you, no matter how big or small it is, you're going to write it down on this piece of paper. You're going to fold it up, put it in your jar, and then at the end of the year on New Year's Eve, you're going to open up, read all the positive things that happened to you so you can reflect on all the positivity that you went through, all the cute little moments that you had throughout the year. So I really like this idea. I've done it a few times. The hardest part is just sticking with it. The next thing I want to do and started doing on a daily basis is just the first thing I do when I wake up after I feed my animals is meditate. So I do use the fitness app for that. If you don't have an Apple Watch or iPhone, I'm sure you can find any type of meditation on YouTube or anywhere. I believe there's an app called Calm, and basically I just sit in front of my window here and for 5 minutes a day just meditate with the Apple Fitness people, and so far I really like it. And then I stretch 15 minutes a day. I also try to do one thing, which is either journal daily or draw something that just comes to mind. And I don't know, I feel like it helps me get my emotions back in line and like remind myself to just take time for myself every single day. So those are two ideas that I have been doing. I've also been focusing on trying to read a book because oh my god, my English is the worst. It's like pronouncing words and remembering them is horrible. So reading definitely will help me with that. But I really wanted to start reading last year. I've never been a person who loves to read unless I have to for school. So reading is definitely something that I have picked up. And okay, so let's talk about YouTube for a little bit. My goal over the last 2.5 years was to get monetized with YouTube. And if you don't know what that means, the reason people make videos is to get paid. But in order to get paid, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. In 12 months. So it is a lot. And I was so close to hitting that goal. I was at, I want to say 3,200, and I had a video that was going to go viral, but however, I took time off for like a month, maybe a month and a half of making YouTube videos, and the algorithm stopped picking up my videos. And I went from getting I never got like a ton of views to begin with, especially if they were my own videos, like my own videos that had nothing to do with like a brand or reviewing something. We're getting at least 32, which is not a lot. However, when I would purchase something and review it, I would get thousands of views. I think the most views I got was about 12,000, which is a lot for me, small YouTuber. However, when I took time off to regroup and gain my mental health back, my numbers plummeted. So now I can barely get 10 to 15 views. Sorry, my husband's home. On a video, and it reset everything. So my year is up. I kind of have to start from scratch. So I'm down to 2,100 hours, which kind of hurts because that is a lot of time and money that I spent focusing on ideas and getting monetized with YouTube as a second income, and it completely sucked. So I have a lot of different goals for this year to try to reach those numbers and try to get monetized with YouTube. And I am going to be starting a new series soon where I have written poems from times in my life where I wasn't too happy, and I felt like they were really heartfelt. So I was like, why don't I turn these poems into mini videos? So look forward to seeing that. So for resolutions for this year, my biggest one is going to be hiking a new trail every week. I live around a ton of different mountains. I was driving with my mom recently, and I told her, like, Mom, one day I'm going to hike all the mountains where I live. And she's like, okay, good luck with that. And I always wish that somebody would like take a picture or paint me a picture of all the trails so I could kind of like fill it in, kind of like my I have a poster of the whole United States, and me and my husband are like coloring all the states that we have been to so far. I will insert a photo here so you know what I'm talking about. And I kind of wish I had that with all the trails and all the mountains. And so my New Year's resolution for this year is to hike a new trail every single week, and try to complete basically hike all the mountains around where I live. I love hiking. I always say that the mountains carry my secrets. Whenever I've been depressed or just unmotivated or just sad, like going on a hike I don't know, it makes me feel so much better. I just feel at peace, I feel at ease, and I just love being in nature. Like, there's nothing like going on a hike by yourself and just experiencing new mountains and new views and getting exercise. My next New Year's resolution is to lose about 20 pounds by the end of the year. I know that might sound crazy to some of you. However, I am 5'2". I've been 115 to 120 pounds my entire life, up until around 2014 when I got into nursing school. When I graduated nursing school in 2016, I actually gained, I want to say, almost 30 pounds. I went from 114 to 142. I'm not going to sit here and do the math because I don't remember, but it was about 30 pounds. Then I lost a ton of weight for my wedding, and I was down to 132 pounds, which took me years to like actually find the motivation to do when I was getting married. So I was so excited to lose all that weight. And then when my husband and I moved in together and I was starting my internship for NP school, I went up to 148, which puts me in the overweight, almost obese category for my height and weight. And my BMI was, I want to say the highest it's been is almost 29, which 30 would put me in an obese range. The reason why that is such a big deal for me, it's not really to be skinny again, but it's all the health issues that come with it. I have had more health issues in this last year than I ever had in my entire life because I've always been physically fit, always been into fitness, always loved that stuff. But then I started having high cholesterol. I started having gastric esophageal reflux disease. And I want to say it's because of all the weight gain and the fact that I used to waist train when I was younger. What complications has this had for me was that I have a ton of GI issues, like not inflammatory bowel disease, but like IBS. GERD, I don't get heartburn, so I never believed that I had it. However, I've had crazy, like every time I eat, I have a wet cough afterwards. And with COVID around, like I don't want to be coughing after I eat around people, like it freaks people out. And I've had to start allergy medicine because of this wet cough. So it's like, great, now I have issues with allergy, I have this GERD, I have this this irritable bowel syndrome, and it's just put so much stress. Like I've been to 3 doctors by now because of all this. So I mainly want to get fit and lose the weight because of the health issues, and my biggest like fear is to have diabetes, because then that is going to cause a constellation and a whirlwind of other problems. So I really want to focus this year on just being positive, being healthy, and just focusing on the good things in life instead of just the bad things in life. And I've always pretty much been that type of person as of recently. So that's something that I really want to focus on. If you guys have any other thoughts and ideas, please link them down below. Oh, and my last one, sorry, I totally forgot, is to set intentions and goals. So I have goals and stuff that I have written on my phone. I will insert a picture here of things that I just always wanted to do. So I'm going to try to work on those goals and mark them off. So anyway, like I said, I like my YouTube to be very interactive. So please comment down below on what your intentions are for this year. What are your goals for this year? And what are your New Year's resolutions? I'm also going to try, because I've tried this in the past, to get all the badges from the Apple Watch for every month. And I tried to do it this year, but because of school, I missed like 3, but I was so close. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye. Oh, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.